Grab your fare here. Show very interactive always. It's Saturday, August 1, 2026. We are here again to talk some football. Yeah, the 2026-2027 season, European season, is yet to kickstart. But there's been some action ongoing in the pre-season. Early on today, Chelsea were in action against Tottenham Hotspur. Chelsea lost by 2-1. Not too long, it was Manchester City up against Inter Milan. That game ended 1-0 draw. Antoine Semenyo assisted in that game. So yeah, we'll be talking some pre-season. And then the big news, when you're talking about the World Cup or talking about FIFA, it has to do with just one man, Gianni Infantino, who's been on the lips of everybody in the last few days. Well, early this morning, or late in the night, if you were asleep, there was an update to what Gianni has been up to, selling a minority stake of the FIFA World Cup to private investors, subsidiary, what he calls the FFE, the FIFA Forward Enterprise. Gianni says that, look, he's scrapping all the plans, actually a dramatic U-turn on his plot to sell a stake in its commercial and event operations after widespread condemnation of the plans. I'm talking about the World Cup and also the FIFA Club World Cup. Looking at these two tournaments, another tournament, to sell minority stakes. And by doing so, he has to get all the 211 member associations on board. And if he's able to get that, we'll be walking away with $40 million at the end of every 4 years, a 4-year cycle. That's Gianni Infantino's plan, though. A lot has happened after that. The special advisor stepped down some few days ago. It looks like his position as FIFA president is looking untenable. So that statement that was released on Friday night, the under fire FIFA president said, having listened carefully to all the views, actually has become clear that the project has created divisions. The nature that regardless of the level of support, is no longer in the interest of the objective set out in the first place. Gianni also went ahead and said that in some of the statement that was released from FIFA, that his plan, reported by the journalists, was not reported accurately. But the journalist who first broke the news, and Martin Ziegler of the Financial Times. So we'll be talking about that. Infantino's proposal actually attracted major opposition from UEFA. You can talk about CONCACAF and the Asian Federation, with all of the European confederations saying, they are talking about all 55 members, that they would boycott the FIFA competitions, including the World Cups. They were looking to start with the 2027 Women's World Cup. And then, in 2030, Portugal, Spain, and Morocco will host that. In fact, that would be the tournament's 100th anniversary. Talking about the World Cup. So we'll have the centenary celebrations. We'll have matches played in honor of the World Cup. So you have countries like Argentina, Uruguay, and Paraguay also joining the 3 other host nations to host the competition. Infantino again was looking to expand 48 tournaments to 64. Tournaments that was already expanded just for the end of the last the World Cup that happened in North America. So the USA, Canada, and Mexico. Not tested at full length. It's already looking to expand it again to 64. I don't know if that will happen. I'll be taking your thoughts. I want to know how you're feeling about that. If you're a big football fan, How have you taken the news in the last couple of days? The news broke, I think, somewhere around Tuesday. But like the journalist I mentioned, Martin Ziegler, who works with Financial Times, he broke the news. So for the first 1 hour, I'd activate the phone line and I'll be taking your thoughts on what has happened so far. If you want to talk about your team involved in pre-season, feel free to do so. As we speak, Manchester United are also in action. They are taking on Atletico Madrid in a pre-season game. So you can call us now 0549986996 0539986996. I'm doing the show with you. Just like as always, call us, let me hear from you. Giannis audacious plans. I don't know how you want to call it. But yeah, welcome again to the show. Good afternoon. I'm Gabby Affair. Not here alone with my wingman Daniel Squashy. He's keeping tabs on all the updates around the preseason game. Also, Sedinam Edmond is here with me. We are live on YouTube, Citi Sports GHA, and live on TV, Channel 1 TV. If you are listening to us on radio, big shout out to you. You can text us. Let us know your thoughts on 0539986996. 0539986996. Now let me just run you through some of the games that have happened in pre-season. Some of the games that are happening, the clubs partaking in the games to get ready for the start of the new season. Lots of games though, really lots of games to keep tabs on. We'll pick and select which ones are more important. And so just like I said in my intro, Chelsea were in action today. They played Spurs. Chelsea lost by 2-1. Spurs saw one man receiving a red card, but Spurs went on to win that game. You know, the two clubs, right, have got new managers. On the part of Chelsea, they have Xabi Alonso. Spurs do have Roberto De Zerbi. So two managers who were clashing for the first time in pre-season. They'll be meeting a lot more in the English Premier League. For Spurs, Sandro Tonali, one of their new signings, purchased from Newcastle United, was on the score sheet. So yeah, Tonali scored. Before that, there was Esteval who had given Chelsea the lead. Then Sandro Tonali equalized. And there was a second goal later in the dying embers of the game. That's Richarlison, 90+2, giving Spurs all 3 points. Manchester United and Atletico Madrid are also playing today. So 1-1 draw as we speak. Brian Mbuemo on the score sheet. Borussia Dortmund beats FC Tokyo from Japan by 1-0. Brighton and Hove Albion they played Strasbourg today. Brighton won by 4-3 in that game. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts. 0549986996 0539986996. You can call us now. Let's start the conversation. 0539986996 0549986996. If you want to talk some transfers too, feel free to do so. I'll take your thoughts as well. How your team is faring in the transfer market. For the English teams, Aston Villa also in action. They are taking on Liga 1 All-Stars. Where is the team from? It's Villa 3 and Liga 1 All-Stars 0. There's West Ham United also up against a team from Germany in Magdeburg. West Ham United 1, Magdeburg 0. West Ham these days, are looking for them to be playing their club football, the championship, managed by Nuno Espirito Santo. United, like I said earlier on, are taking on Atletico Madrid. Is 1-0 between the two sides in that game. Yeah, so that's some games that are happening at the moment for the preseason games. We'll talk about that. Then the ongoing saga at FIFA between Gianni Infantino and also FIFA as the body itself. I'd like to know your thoughts about that. Just in case you've not followed, I quickly just want to run you through what happened. So the updates broke on Tuesday. That's July 28th. Yeah, July 28th. That's when we had the updates. Now, it was about FIFA announcing plans to sell a large minority stake in a new company that will run its main event. So you're looking at the World Cup and the Club World Cup as part of a plan to triple the amount of development money it will dish out to its 211 member associations. So under the proposals, which were subject to approval by the majority of those national associations and FIFA's 37 member council, there will be a new entity called the FIFA Forward Enterprise, or a new subsidiary that would be managed by FIFA. And the new subsidiary in the FIFA Forward Enterprise will take over all commercial operations. So you're looking at ticketing, TV rights, sponsorship, branding. That's what the new subsidiary will be taking care of. So that's the large minority stake that has to do with it. So it would be called the FIFA Forward Enterprise, FFE. Then FIFA will still remain the game's global governing body and retaining a majority stake in FFE. So they would be controlling the governance bits of the football. They're not going to give that to FFE. What they'll give to the FFE would be the ticketing bit, the sponsorship, and all of that came up for discussion. Now, with elements of this plan started to be reported by several media outlets earlier on Tuesday, and like I said, the journalist who broke the story, Martin Ziegler, it was that led to FIFA rushing out to release a press statement that confirmed that it was hoping to sell up to 21% of FFE to private investors with the intention of bringing in $4.2 billion that could be immediately released to its member associations as part of a new funding stream called the FIFA Fast Forward program. So I'm sure you've been asking yourself what the member associations, or who the 211 member associations are. So it's actually broken down into 6 confederations that make up to the 211. So we have first UEFA, or for the full name, the Union of European Football Associations, which have 55 member associations making up UEFA. And then the next on the list, we have CAF, the Confederation of African Football. They have 54. Then the next one you can look at is AFC, that's Asian Football Confederation. They have 46. Then CONCACAF, that's the Confederation of North, Central America, and the Caribbean Association Football. They have 35 to that effect. Then you can look at the OFC, that's Oceanian Football Confederation. They are just 11. Then CONMEBOL, or South American Football, so Confederación Sudamericana de Football. They have 10, making up the 211 member associations. Now, how did all the 6 confederations accept Gianni Infantino's proposal? We had UEFA as the first, coming out to say that they will boycott the FIFA Club World Cup and any tournament that has got links to FIFA. So starting with the 2027 Women's World Cup, which starts just next year. And then in 2030, they won't also show up for that World Cup, which will be hosted by Portugal, Spain, and Morocco, right? Did we have any other confederations coming out to say they'll boycott, or they are considering the proposal, or they want to have a review of it? Yes. So we had the Asian Football Confederation also coming out to say that, look, this was too much. Same as CONCACAF, who also came out to say that this was too much. So they would want to look at it. What about the Confederation of African Football? What they did, I'm talking about CAF, right? With its president as Dr. Patrice Motsepe. So what CAF did was that CAF said that they were going to look at the plan again, and that FIFA would have to give them time to take a decision. But it looks like that time won't work anymore. So CAF, CONMEBOL, and then OFC, they were more cautious or slower to the issue. More like CAF said that they wanted to evaluate it, the proposal from Gianni Infantino. CONMEBOL said that they will sort more information and consult its 10 members. And for the OFC, they also said that they were going to have a planned discussion with the member associations to see that if it would work. Now, fast forward, the story then began to degenerate into other things, right? Some more reactions began to fall in. One of the reactions that came in was Gianni Infantino's, or the fallout from what Gianni was looking to do was his first. We had his advisor, his special advisor he had been working with since 2021. His name is Carlos Cordeiro, quitting his role because he called the plan a bad deal for FIFA's members associations. In fact, he said it's a bad deal for football and a bad deal for the long-term future of the game. And so he has nothing to do with Gianni Infantino's audacious way of getting money for the 211 member associations. Then also, we had FIFA's chief operating officer and Kevin Lamar, who also said that Gianni Infantino had deceived the people he was working with. And when he says so, it makes sense because the 6 confederations, in fact, if you listen to the story, the reports were that Gianni Infantino did not consult them and went ahead to put together this proposal. In fact, Infantino had been thinking about it for I think the last 10 months before the World Cup even started. And so this was always on his mind to bring it out and see how the 6 confederations would accept this, right? But now I'm sure Infantino has got the response that he was looking for. I'm sure people would be asking, there's a statement that came early today, like I said, that the proposal was not going to hold. And so he's backing down. Gianni is backing down. There was another statement to affirm that. But where does this leave Gianni Infantino? And I'm asking this question because next year, there'll be the elections in 2027 in March. It actually does not put Gianni in a good light, because then he's broken every trust that he has with the 6 confederations he's been working with for the sanity of the football. some quarters have argued that the World Cup is a secret tournament and we need to keep it as such. If you are selling some large minority stakes to private investors, what then becomes of these private investors? And the part that the private investors would be handling is that part that creates immense revenue. So like I mentioned, the ticketing, sponsorship, branding, TV rights, these are the places where FIFA makes more money. Actually, it's been a humbling one for Gianni Infantino because he's really gone through it. And I think actually he's been unpopular even before the start of the World Cup, looking at the controversies surrounding the World Cup. So you can look at the Somalian referee who was denied entry into the USA to go do his job. Donald Trump himself getting involved with that decision that was taken by the organizers of the World Cup to have overturned that red card that was given to USA's forward in Folarin Balogun. Then it raised eyebrows. The people who were following the game began to question where Gianni Infantino's head was and how close he was getting to Donald Trump. So if you've paid attention to all those developments and you want to tie to the latest update that came out from FIFA in selling minority stakes to a subsidiary, that's the FFE, the FIFA Forward Enterprise, now you understand what this means for Gianni Infantino and the elections that will be coming up. Now again, if you follow the report, certain names have popped up. Names who would contest Gianni Infantino next year. So Alexander Seferin is one. He has ties with UEFA. I've seen people throwing up Arsene Wenger's name as well. Former Arsenal manager. I think these days he occupies a role as the FIFA football development in there. There is Nasser El Khelafi, who's also been thrown into the fray to contest for that FIFA presidency next year. I don't know how this will work. I don't know how the federations will take these names, and even what Gianni Infantino has done himself. I don't know how they are going to go about it. Right? But UEFA coming out and say that they were going to boycott the World Cup carried weight and speaks about it. And I'm sure you'd be asking yourself if UEFA were right. Because UEFA, if you look at the power that they've got in terms of what they have contributed to the World Cup, especially the success of the World Cup, since the inception in 1930, and look at the success of the countries that have participated at the World Cup, a large chunk of them have come from the European countries in UEFA, right? And so if they come out and say that they would want to boycott the World Cup, it's very huge. It's big. So I really want to hear from you, right? I want to hear from you. Phone lines activated. Let me know how you feel about the whole development from FIFA and Gianni Infantino and where you stand. If it's a good one for you, let me know. If you want to explain, feel free to do so. If it's a bad one too for you, you think it's a bad light for football, it wouldn't take the football anywhere to, let me know. Gabi Ofe here. This is my rant. Let me throw it over to Sedinam Edmond, who is joining me in studio. Yeah. Sedi.
Oh, nice rant.
I've had to go on a solo rant.
Yeah.
To at least share my concerns, right? About what has happened, Gianni Infantino, FIFA, and all of that. I would want to take the thoughts of listeners too, people who follow the game, and what they make about the whole development, because it's very crucial. And I say so because in 2027 there's the elections.
Yeah.
Right. And I want us to get into it. Maybe the candidates that have begun to pop up and what this means for the candidates themselves and Johnny himself. Right. Let me talk to my first caller. Hi, your name, where are you calling us from?
Gabby, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ruben.
How are you? Your name, please.
Ruben, I'm calling from La Paz.
Ruben, talk to me.
Okay. Well, for me, I absolutely admire the leadership of Peter Motsepe and then Gianni Infantino. Their leadership has really improved football, especially if you look at the African continent, and then just oppose that to the world, which is FIFA, and what Gianni Infantino is doing. You know, in a way, Africa has benefited, especially increasing their slot from, is it 32 to 48. At least it gave room for other African teams to get opportunity to play. Then you come to, his personal opinion. That is why I differ, because as a federation, before you propose some of these reforms, you definitely have to sort of seek for the opinion of the, I don't know if it's the executive council or whatever. But as a leader, you want to take a unanimous decision. Obviously, the associations do not belong to him as an individual. It is amalgamation of all the federations and associations that make up FIFA. And so I totally side with UEFA, showing them how strong they are as a bloc. It's only funny that Africa, especially CAF, as an association, always want to go the way of FIFA without giving them some kind of stern opposition. Mainly possibly because of the kind of things that the president is doing for FIFA. So this is mainly about federations and whatever they are benefiting from respective leaders in terms of who is leading the association. If for CAF, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Ruben. I love your analysis you're making. Please go on.
Okay. So for CAF as an association, we are benefiting a lot from the leadership of Gianni Infantino. And I feel that's why we might want to go his way. But sometimes we have to look at the holistic and the general impact that some decisions might make. And so for me, I like the idea that UEFA are saying they're boycotting. That would at least serve as a warning to Gianni Infantino that it's not a unanimous association that one president will have to decide. It has to be seeking for opinion from federations and associations before you conclude on certain decisions. So for me, I think that it's good UEFA has taken that decision. It's up to CAF to come out. CAF hasn't come out yet, but we all know where they belong. It's good that he has come out. But if you read the letter that Gianni Infantino released, it seems as though he isn't apologetic. He's trying to say, okay, if you say we don't want it, we scrap it. But I feel he should be apologetic enough to say that, well, I'm sorry if you feel this is not good. Okay, then fine. I'm withdrawing it, blah, 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 blah. And that is going to give him a problem. The challenge is that we don't have a competent person who is going to compete with him. That's the challenge. All those who are coming up, showing up, are not competitive enough. The person they are trying to push, who has a lot of money, the owner of PSG, is not also interested. And the UEFA president, who also wants to come, is someone who doesn't like, in a way, like the idea that a lot of CAF dominated countries partook in the World Cup. So you can have a leader who might come in. We as a bloc might not benefit. So for me, we have to look at the two sides of it and decide who we think will do the best thing for us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Ruben. 053996 986. Tell me, let me get your thoughts on all the happenings at FIFA. Gianni Infantino, what you make about his new audacious proposal for the World Cup, selling minority stakes to private investors, known as the FIFA Forward Enterprises, FFE. I don't know what that is. Gianni is the best person to explain to the whole world. But that will take us. I'm still taking your thoughts on 054996 0539986996. If you want to text into the show, feel free to do so on 0539986996. 0539986996. Sadi is here with me. 054996 0539986996. Let me talk to my next caller. Hi, and where are you calling us from? Okay, we lost the caller. 0539986996 0549986996. Kindly call us and let's get talking. If you want to talk about some transfer news and also your teams participating in the the preseason games, feel free to do so. Citi, let me bring you in whilst we wait for our callers as well. I'm sure you've seen the new updates regarding the statements, and I want to pick it up from the statement that FIFA released, and Ruben also highlighted it. Yeah.
Look, good afternoon to everybody, by the way. But Gabi, I feel at this point in time, we need to separate FIFA from Gianni Infantino.
Okay.
Because
hold on for me at because. Now we talk to my next caller. Hi, where are you calling us from? Hello? Yes, your name, please. Mark, can you please speak louder for me? And your where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from between.
All right, Mark, talk to me.
Hello?
Yes, Mark, I can hear you. Talk to me.
Mark, can you please speak louder for me?
Hello? Yes, kindly turn down the volume of a radio set and please proceed with your submissions.
Okay. So, with this whole issue, this is what I think.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay. Mark, you need to turn down the volume of a radio set and then progress with your thoughts, okay? You don't have to listen to yourself.
Okay. Hello, please, can I talk now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so this is what I think about this whole FIFA issue, this saga that is going on. I think the Europeans are thinking somehow this way, that when the Africans get hold of this $40 million that was initially proposed, a country like Morocco, who is very serious with its football teams, might be overriding them. I won't talk about Ghana, because with Ghana, when we get the 40 million, we use it for anything. We will just chop it. But with Morocco, Egypt, countries like Senegal, they'll be using it for a whole lot of things, which might affect them. Although we can't go toe-to-toe with them, but we might be getting closer to them in terms of the football areas. I mean, stadiums, in the competition itself, and developing part. So I think they are also thinking about these things, and they definitely oppose whatever Infantino is bringing up. Although I don't really support what Infantino is doing, because at first he has to bring the proposal so that the members will approve of it. But I think the man is doing too much. Even if you look at what happened at the World Cup, overturning of Balogun's record and all those things was something that was somehow fishy. So I think UEFA is correct, and I support them 100%. Infantino should go and come back again. And I don't think the next election will go into his favor. I think they will scrap him off one time. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mark. 05399696 0549986 Call us. Let's get talking. Share with me your thoughts on the latest developments at FIFA regarding the World Cup, selling stakes to a new subsidiary in the FFE, the FIFA Forward Enterprises. Citi.
Yeah, I got to because. So let me just dial it back. At this point in time, I believe that we should separate FIFA completely from Gianni Infantino. Let me give you the reasons.
Okay.
Now, the ordinary person would think that Gianni Infantino, being the president of FIFA, should embody the thoughts of that entity and then carry it along. However, with this particular ditched proposal, it was not the proposal of FIFA. It is the proposal of Gianni Infantino.
Okay.
Why am I saying so? Now, yesterday was the day of revelations.
How so?
Yesterday, you have top officials inside FIFA telling us a lot of inside dealings we did not request for.
Okay.
You have Lumo telling us that this particular thing or things that have been happening in the institution since he joined 2 years ago could write a soap opera and pass for a Grammy, Oscar, and everything. Look, Gabi, how do you have 8 vice presidents, have this dream, be a modern day Martin Luther King, and not inform any of them? No problem. You chose not to inform all your vice presidents. There are people you work with day in, day out in the FIFA institution. They are going everywhere and coming back with you.
Okay.
Now they are even feeling slighted by this particular document that got out. So Gabi, who at FIFA knows about this? So nobody at FIFA at this point in time is corroborating what Gianni is saying.
Not even his special advisor in Carlos Cordier.
He was the first person to step down.
Yeah.
He has seen the disgrace ahead and decided that this is a no-no. So he steps down.
And this is somebody who's worked with Gianni since 2021. So knows Gianni's every move.
Exactly. Every single move.
I
And
see.
still has decided to step down. Now you've got people inside FIFA who run FIFA also on a day-to-day basis saying they knew nothing about this. Others are saying that this one was on their blind side. Then it means that Gianni Infantino is operating in Gianni Infantino personal capacity, but he has got it mixed up with his position at FIFA. That is why for me, FIFA knows nothing about this. FIFA knows nothing about this. Why does FIFA still know nothing about this? So I've come from the administrative standpoint.
Okay.
Now let's talk about the power standpoint. Now, FIFA is nothing without its member associations.
True. In fact, he needs every single vote of the 211 member associations to get this proposal up and kicking.
Exactly. FIFA is nothing. FIFA, look, at this point in time, look, let me tell you the truth. The 50 pesos coin you have in your pocket has more value than FIFA without its member associations. Quote me everywhere.
Wow.
Because it is the associations that give FIFA its power.
And that make FIFA.
Exactly. So without the associations, FIFA is nothing. Now, the associations also knew nothing about it. So Gianni was on a solo project. He was flying solo. Then again, Gianni got himself involved in waters he did not know how to swim in. Gianni is trying to blame the media for bringing this out. Then again, I say that Gianni is playing double standards. I don't want to use. I'll just use the word. He's just trying to be double standards.
That's the part that got me thinking and was surprised with that part of the statement. When then he was making it look like the media reportage around his audacious proposal was misconstrued, was put out wrongly. And then the media is now misleading
the public
or the average football fan.
Wonderful.
Who would try and understand this new proposal. So that was shocking.
No, you see, when you feel that you understand something so much, yet you refuse to take advice, you will be disgraced in public. That is what has happened to Gianni Infantino. Gianni Infantino, throughout his term as a UEFA person to FIFA person, has known how to work the media. Gianni has always worked the media perfectly to drive home his
personal ambitions.
Not only personal ambitions, but anything he wants to do.
Okay.
But this one, it goes back to what I am saying, that he swam in waters he did not know how to swim in. He ventured into those waters. Look at where the whole report started from. Where it started from? Where? The Financial Times.
Yeah.
Football.
It took a journalist.
Started from the Financial Times. Do you know why it started from the Financial Times? Now we are going to go there. Look, this whole deal that Gianni cooked, me, I'll not say FIFA because I refer to the individual now. This whole deal that Gianni cooked, look, has to go through certain regulatory procedures in the countries that he's trying to get the investors from. Because those investors in those countries are investing people's monies on behalf of those people, and it's not their personal fund.
Okay.
That is why he was going to a venture capital. Thrive.
From the Americans, eh?
Exactly. And they need a financial regulator, or not regulator, but a financial advisor in place. They went to JP Morgan. Now, JP Morgan is where this whole report matter is coming from, because there's a 25-page document from JP Morgan. That's in that document, it stipulates how FIFA was actually going to expand more people into the World Cup to help them make the kind of monies they want to make.
So the 64 what?
That one was even prelude.
Okay.
It was prelude. So there's that document. Now, Gabi, you see that document, and when I see that document and I tell you that, they are trying to sell the World Cup, what mistake have I done?
You've seen it.
I've seen a document.
Yeah.
You didn't want me to see it, but I saw it elsewhere. So I shouldn't report on it. How is the media wrong on this?
So this is Martin Ziegler's case you are on now.
Exactly. It is a 25-page document from JP Morgan that led us here beautifully. Now we are here. But before we got here as well, he had hints of it. That is why before the matter broke, he said what? We should not be... I want to get the exact quote. Gianni made an Instagram post where he actually put out something very interesting. And everyone actually reported on it without knowing that something was cooking. And you know our job.
Was it more like a cryptic message or?
Yes, it was a cryptic 15-slide photo on Instagram. Let me read it to you. So he put it out on the 27th of July, and it was more like
on 27th, and then the story broke on 28th.
Yes, so he was telling us ahead, and that it was very cryptic. It was telling us that we should mediate, pray, and watch football matches instead of spreading hate and false rumors. So you see, Gabi, our job here. When we have a story on you, we'll call you, Bossu. What's up for your side? What is it on your side? So at this point, I know he knows that this was about to break. Hence, let me try and roll the dice in the media again. That is why I'm saying Gianni knows how to play the media. So this one, it did not work for him. So he's angry.
So it was more like to test the waters and see.
No, he's telling you that people are about to spread hate and false rumors.
I see.
So the timeline is beautiful. Now we have seen the plan. Everybody is leaving Gianni to be in the open. There are some reports now stating that Thrive pulled out of the whole deal. Gabi, I tell you, Thrive knew exactly what they were doing and had no intentions of pulling out. It is Infantino who has scrapped his plans.
Because the plans for what are inside?
You don't be say for water inside.
Is still there alive?
You know they're alive.
Is dead?
Oh, dead on arrival.
I see.
You see, this let me now again give you another scope of the whole situation. So another scope is, how did Infantino even come up with this kind of quote and unquote horrendous idea? Gabby, yesterday I was saying it, I said it in a flash. He's just trying to replicate what is being done in club football on a grander stage. However, he forgets one part. And that part is how the Super League failed. How the Super League failed.
I see.
What was the Super League about in the first place? Let's try and understand that. The Super League was trying to create a very nice autonomous league where they don't mind about UEFA. They want to do their own thing.
Yeah. So
big boys club.
Yes, playing against each other so we don't get tired, making more money.
Exactly. Nice one. Just oppose that plan to this. What exactly is the difference? So I strongly think that the money swayed him a bit in this whole thing. The money really swayed him because Infantino has really commercialized FIFA. But FIFA don't need an external body to ensure more profit for themselves. As at this point in time, I want people to see it from this part that Africans should impress on FIFA to check how efficient the funds they give to the various member associations are being used.
Tangibles. Show us tangibles. Okay.
That is it.
Let's talk to this caller. I like the first part of your argument. Said, hi, you know where you're calling us from? Hello? Is our caller there? Okay, Daniels, our caller is not alive. So let's come back to Citi. I mean, not like, I mean, in that way. I mean, on the show, the caller is paying attention to other things. Citi,
yeah,
I want you to, let's progress the conversation because we'd like to do some preseason games, right?
Yeah.
And a bit of transfers. That statement from, now we don't want to say FIFA.
No.
From Johnny.
Yeah. It's Johnny, Charlie.
Clearly not apologizing to its member associations. What does this leave Gianni Infantino himself, his future as FIFA president, tying it to the next elections? Think about that question for me. Let me talk to this caller.
Okay.
Hi, your name, where are you calling us from? Hello? I think the caller is listening to the radio, right? But he does not hear me. I don't know. Maybe. But you can still call us if you are listening to the show. 0549996 0539 986 996. If you are watching on TV, phone lines displayed just right in front of you. Call us. Let's get talking. If you're on YouTube too and you're watching me, leave your thought to me. If you want to call, you can't call via YouTube. You can leave your thoughts there. But the telephone number is on the YouTube feed. Let me talk to my caller. Hi, your name, where are you calling us from? Yes, your name, please.
Gabi, do you know what is happening right now?
No, talk to me. What is happening?
Infantino will resign himself or he'll be removed before the end of 2026. Put me on record. My name is Kujo.
Kujo, how so?
So what is happening now? He's not become a god of his own, ruling the world without any advice, without any consultation, without any respect to the member association. Gabi, you just put me on record.
Okay. I'll call her just brief. He says we should put him on record. Look, I really wish to be closer to Infantino right now, said as we speak, just to understand what he had been thinking.
What was going through his head when he was doing this?
Yeah. Let me talk to this caller. Hi, and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Medina.
Your name, please.
Hello, can you hear me? The name is Sule.
Yes.
Sule.
Your name is what? Philip. Sule.
Yeah, Sule.
All right, talk to me. Sule, talk to me.
Yes. You know, the problem with Gianni Infantino, I blame the Europeans, right? If Gianni Infantino were not in bed with the Americans, they would have taken him down already. You know, so I'm blaming not the European FA, but the European political system, the politicians. They have to trigger the process to remove Gianni. See how they took down Sepp Blatter. When the Americans wanted to host the World Cup, they knew Sepp Blatter was going to be a problem. They took him down before they submitted their bid, right? So you know exactly, how strong a political, movement can be when you commit yourself to do something. So the European political system, I think, and I blame the European FA too. You don't calm yourself. You let your political system attack it for you, so that way, there's just going to be, something concrete in terms of what you are trying to achieve. And also, Gianni Infantino shouldn't be the president as we speak today. This guy is in bed with the wannabe king. We all saw what happened in the U.S. Imagine that Ghana were hosting the World Cup, and then we didn't issue visas to a referee. Ghana will be sanctioned. The African Association, I forgot the name, the African Association will be sanctioned. Everyone in connection with it will be sanctioned. We all know the U.S. is not going to be sanctioned. The FA is part of Commonwealth. The U.S. is part of Commonwealth, right? I don't know which association is part of, but they are not going to be sanctioned. There's going to be nothing done about it. Then you guys, after the World Cup too, I haven't heard you, lament about the situation of our brother when he was denied visa to go to the referee, right? We need to fight for ourselves, and Gianni should go. It's already enough. It's already enough. So I'm saying that in a nutshell, what I expect the Europeans to do is to get their political system to take down Gianni and not the FA themselves, because Gianni is standing, we know who is behind it, right? Donald Trump and his colleagues, right? We don't want World Cup, don't want the thing for us to be behind any World Cup. And that's exactly what Gianni is trying to achieve right now. So Gianni should be taken down as simply as possible so that we can have our football. Football is for us. It's not for any businessman, it's not for any politician.
Okay.
It's not for anyone, it's for everyone. Gianni should be taken down. So that's my take.
All right, thank you so much. 054996996 0539986 Today we are doing a show with you from now to 4 p.m. And so you can call. Yeah, I mean, if you are discussing, just call. We'll put you on and then you share your thoughts with us. Sedi, you are doing a show with our people.
Oh yeah, very, very, very.
The whole to everybody vex.
Yeah. But Charlie, quick one, yeah. Gianni in taking down, it don't be easy like that.
Yeah. Let me talk to this caller. Hi, and where are you calling us from? Hello. Okay, I think the person is I don't know if he's listening to something else or next caller. Your name, where are you calling us from? Hi, your name, where are you calling us from? Hello. Okay. Oh, Charlie. The people, they are watching the show right too, but I think they are doing other things. Let's talk to our next caller. Hi, your name, where are you calling us from?
Yeah, Gabi, this is Kujo from once again. My live trip.
Kujo, okay, talk to me.
Yes, our friends are saying about Infantino going down. Look, you see, his senior advisor has seen the light. So he decided to resign ahead of time. Are you getting the drift?
Yes.
That should send a strong signal to Infantino himself that what's going to happen to him will be serious than anything. Look, they started in the investigation. They want to investigate him. And don't forget, the card that is playing with Donald Trump, is one thing that the world, most people don't appreciate. politics is going into the whole thing. People are not happy with the trap that he's playing with Donald Trump. The even come to think of it, have you forgotten the card that he overturned for the American player? Is it Balogun or something? I've forgotten the name.
Yeah, Folarin Balogun.
That did not settle down, and then he came up with this one too. Are you seeing? So the Trump card that he's playing, that is what is triggering all these things. It's not about how will I put it? It's not about just the sales, but it is also part of the Trump card that is playing. That's what the world is so happy with. That is how come they are going to come after him now. And you see, when you want to play with the cat or the dog, you should watch your hand very well. He was playing the card with Trump, and Trump has tricked him now, and now he's going to be hanged. Thank you.
Thank you too, Kujo. 054998696 053986996. Gabby Ofe here with Sadi, Daniel Squashy, and then you also out there listening to the show 97.3, and then watching us on TV. You can share your thoughts with me on what we're discussing so far. Sadi, the question was where this leaves Infantino. I think some of the callers also shared their thoughts slightly on where this leaves Infantino. Some saying more like getting you served or impeached, or for lack of a better word, for him. What do you think would happen? Elections March 2027.
So until this particular week.
Okay, hold on for me. And week. Hi, your name, where are you calling us from?
Hello.
Yes, your name, please.
Daddy.
Yeah,
my name is Eddie, calling from Manampo.
Eddie, talk to me.
Yeah, this Infantino issue is just like a travesty of justice to football. You understand? You can't do this thing without consulting the other members. You understand? Of football, you understand? The way we're behaving is very bad, and this will lead to disaster. You understand? So you should know that football is not for sale. World Cup football is not for sale. So you should be very, very careful. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you too. 054998696 053996996. Eddie.
Yeah, Gabby. So for Infantino, until this week, that was where I got to, right?
Yeah, this week, week.
Until this week, Infantino was largely going to go unopposed.
Yeah. So I was hearing.
Yeah, but there were some names being mentioned. I'll get to those names. There was one particular name being mentioned by the likes of Sweden, Spain, and Germany, even during the World Cup.
The candidates come from these countries.
Surprisingly, he doesn't come from any of the three I've just mentioned.
Oh, I see.
But they were the ones leading the line to try and get this particular candidate through. But that one quickly fizzled out until this matter. Now, this week, going forward, I would be shocked, confused, if no one actually throws their name into the ring before the 18th of November deadline. So people might not know that there is a deadline, but there is a deadline.
Yeah.
And it looks like
for candidates to submit their
names
or application or whatever it is.
Just make your thing known.
Okay.
From now to the 18th of November. It looks like Infantino's faith has been tied to the number 18 a lot. He said the federations to make up their mind 18th September. Now we have squashed that, where there is another 18th November on his head. So I'm expecting that people would actually throw their hearts in there. Infantino winning on the first occasion, he won by a landslide. He got a landslide victory, but still, some 88 members did not vote for him then. Some 88 members voted for the current senior vice president of FIFA, who is also, the president of the AFC.
I see.
So you get so right now you are following the trend.
Yeah.
Now there is also someone who represents.
So you're talking about Sheikh Salman bin, right?
Yeah, Salman bin and Al Khalifa.
Okay. Ibrahim Al Khalifa.
Yeah.
President of Asian Football Confederation.
Yeah. He's the senior.
Also FIFA senior vice president. Senior vice president.
So literally direct vice president. There are 8 vice presidents.
Gianni's direct vice.
Senior vice.
Senior.
Yeah.
There's a senior there.
Yeah, there's a senior there because the rest are all regional confederation presidents or reps.
Yeah.
So you have Motsepe as also one of the vice presidents, but he's not senior.
Yeah. Has Sheikh Salman bin said anything about what Gianni is up to? Is in the news?
But that's what he has done through the AFC.
Okay. No, I mean he individually.
I'll need to pull that up
because then the AFC as a confederation, right?
But you know you and I know in the workings of football that anytime these presidents come up with statements like this,
it reflects.
Oh, Charlie, it's disrespectful of them themselves.
I feel you.
No, let's take it from the CAF perspective.
Yeah,
when Motsepe is saying something, his vice presidents are all in line with it. Yeah. So it works that way. So he did not know about it. Now, CONCACAF have a representative in the person of the FA president for Canada.
Yeah. And Victor Montagliani.
He also did not know about it.
I see.
Sefrin did not know about it. We just leave it there. The rest there, they say they also did not know, but they will not talk about it. So
let's put names to it so that our listeners and viewers will understand the rest we are talking about.
Okay, Alejandro Dominguez.
Yeah, so I'll start from the top.
Okay.
AFC, according to my arrangement here, Asian Football Confederation, the president is Sheikh Salman bin. Also doubles as the FIFA senior vice president.
Yeah.
Right. CAF, Confederation of African Football. Dr. Patrice Motsepe, South African.
Yeah.
Re-elected in 2025 for a second term.
Yeah.
So,
but he says he will not go for a third.
Okay. That will end in 2029.
Yeah, there's a reason why he did not want to go for the third. But right now, I don't know how that reason might reason enough.
As if you have a rethink of it, the decision, his initial stance.
So let me just put this out there. So concerning one of the reasons why he did not really want to go again is eyeing the FIFA job.
I see. A step higher.
Yes. So for Infantino, if he had gone again, or if he goes and he's successful, it takes him till the end of the World Cup, which now will be 2031. And Motsepe would have
that would
had,
be after the 2030 World Cup.
Exactly. Motsepe would have had ample time now to pull everybody together, also to his side, to have a go at the biggest job in world football, FIFA presidency. So there was that in line for him, but he does not want to contest Gianni Infantino.
Okay.
Because Gianni is his man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take it to CONCACAF, the Confederation of North Central America and Caribbean Association of Football. The president is Victor Montagliani.
Yeah.
From Canada. He's been in office since 2016. Also a FIFA vice president.
Yeah. Then he's the one who put out their message or their CONCACAF issue as well. And then had the US second.
Yeah. Then CONMEBOL, Confederation Sudamericana de Football. Alessandro Dominguez from Paraguay.
He says he wants further and better particulars from FIFA.
Yeah.
So that they'll see how the the money and things, and then the effect would be.
Congratulations to him. Let me talk to my next caller. I'll continue with the names. We are left with OFC and then UEFA. Hi, and where are you calling us from? Your name, please.
Tufo.
What, Tufo?
Yeah.
Please speak louder and talk to me. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, Tufo, please speak. Please speak louder for me. I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm Tufo, calling from Obuasi.
Please go ahead. Okay. Maybe Tufo was not following. Yeah.
Shout outs to Tufo.
You can still call 0539969960549986 996, just in case you are not following the conversation.
Yeah.
Right? We are talking about what's happening at FIFA, Gianni Infantino. So it has to do with the whole proposal of selling minority stakes of the FIFA World Cup or FIFA World.
He was selling minority stakes in an entity yet to be created.
Yet to be created.
We have not created it. We are selling.
Media, I'm jumping the gun for him. Hello, you know where you're calling us from?
Hello, I'm Williams calling from Takoradi.
Your name is Williams?
Yes, please.
Talk to me, Williams. Welcome to the show.
Okay, thank you. May I support the other confederations, especially the EU. Because when they bring the money to Ghana, for instance, when they bring the money, I don't know what they use the money for. They are going to use the money as their property, bona fide property, consume the money, and they will leave the football, and they will say, we the football people. So they shouldn't bring any money. Thank you.
Straight to the point. Thank you, William. 053996 996 0549 996. Why are you laughing?
No, because Charlie,
just people who use the money to enrich themselves. So, but you know, there's also that part of the conversation.
I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, you mentioned it, but
I did not go deep into it.
And then some quarters have actually dug deeper into that part of the conversation.
I'm coming, Gabi. Let me share a document with you. Let me just quickly.
Yeah,
let me
so
share a document.
I want to finish up with the president.
Yeah, you go to Sefrin.
Yeah, so no, OFC. So for OFC, the Oceania Football Confederation.
Yeah,
there is Lambert Maltok.
He didn't say anything.
From Vanuatu, right?
Yeah.
In office since 2018, 2019. Also a FIFA vice president.
Yes, sir.
And then a final one, UEFA, Union of European Football Associations. President Alexander Seferin from Slovenia. In office since 2016. Re-elected in 2023. Let me talk to another caller. Hi, and where are you calling us from?
Hello.
Yeah, your name, please.
Okay, this is Kweku calling from Dansuma.
Kweku, talk to me.
Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon to everybody in the studio. Actually, I agree with the UEFA because this thing that Infantino wants to do, he's just looking at the business aspect of it. And we, the football people, we, the people that we love football, if in the long run it's going to affect the game because these private stakeholders are going to demand things that can in turn cause harm to how the game is being played. So I think that initiative is not something that we should go by. And to add up, that money, when you bring it to Africa here, our very old country, Ghana, we won't see anything that it's going to end up in boreholes and things. So they shouldn't bring any money, they should keep the money. 40 million, as you may think, is something big, but to be frank, that money is not anything to the Europeans. Because 40 million is nothing. After all, how much is Cucurella? That would be the other thing they should bring it. Thank
you. Okay.
Charlie, how much is Cucurella?
Yeah. 05399696 0549986996. My name is Gabi Ofe, here with Sedina Medmont and Daniel Squashy, running the show today. So Sedi, yeah, I'm done with the precedent for all 6 confederations, right?
Yeah, but there are some 2.
2 I haven't mentioned, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, you open the box for me. Hi, your name, where are you calling us from?
My name is Carl, calling from Domi.
Your name is? Carl. Okay, Carl, talk to me.
Yes, please, the FIFA World Cup, the expansion for. I just want to ask whether it's going to be a competitive, because the 48 alone is not easy to maybe.
Carl, hold on. Are you asking if the expansion has already started? I mean, for the next tournament.
For the next tournament,
No. It's not going through. We've not that has not been accepted yet.
Okay.
Yes. So
I would like to,
as of today, it's still 48.
Okay, I would like to ask that as a football nation, the round of 32 that Ghana have reached, is there a specific money that was given to them?
Yeah, so the team earned $13.5 million. There'll be tax deductions and all of that.
Okay. As a football nation, okay, so is the money is it given in cash or they are going to do something? FIFA is going to do something.
Carl, no, with this, if I tell you I know how it's been disbursed, I really don't know. So probably it would then go to the account of the participating teams. I'm sure it's a large sum of money, so I'm not sure you want to have it physical cash given out to whoever is taking it. I don't know if you get the point I'm trying to make. Yes.
When is Ghana playing the under 20? The under 22, where are they playing?
Under 22?
The women African.
You mean the Black Queens?
Yeah, the Black Queens.
They are in action later on Sunday.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Next caller. Okay. I didn't know we had under 22 somewhere. And Daniels, Charlie. Anyway, we don't have any under 22 for education purposes. We have under 23.
Yeah.
Let's talk to our next caller. 054996996 053996996. Hi, where are you calling us from?
Okay, I'm SK from Second D.
Your name is?
SK from Second D.
SK from Second D. Talk to me. Yes. Welcome to the show. I'm Gabi Ofe. Talk to me.
Good afternoon, and to your crew. May I know, Allen FIFA has been bringing money yearly for FIFA Go projects. And for Ghana, I don't know the account for it. They just used to buy football cones for the teams. So FIFA shouldn't bring this money so that they just buy football cones and others and use the rest as their pocket money to buy big cars, mansions, and they say they are the football people. And then it really should be there so that corruption and bribery and corruption shouldn't be increased in Ghana. We want to decrease it. So they should keep the money so that we battle for ourselves. Look at our teams. Now when we go to Africa, even we don't win one match. Our clubs, the clubs in Ghana can't win one match. When we go for national teams, look at what we disgrace ourselves over. So they should keep the money so that we sit here quietly and enjoy our game. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you too, Eskin, for calling from all the way from Second D. You can also call in 05499696 0539986996. Sedi, so you have 2 more names attached to the names I mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Who are these people?
So they are additional representatives of UEFA.
Okay. Well, what are their roles?
Oh, they are also vice presidents.
Okay.
So imagine no other federation or association was asked to have representatives there. Why does UEFA have extra representatives?
I see.
The vice presidential names.
Yeah.
So they alone have how many?
Together with Seferin.
Yeah.
They have 2 more.
So it makes it 3.
So makes it 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me talk to my next caller. Hi, where are you calling us from?
My name is Kofi.
Kofi, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Asanko.
Kofi, talk to me.
I think what the Europeans are doing, they are doing a very nice job, because this thing is going to benefit FIFA. Because the Europeans believe that many players from different parts of the continent travel to Europe and then fly their children, and they are the ones paying the huge sums of money. They are the ones bringing in the Mbappe, the Ronaldo, so that strangers will come. Without those big players, there's not going to be any commercial value for FIFA. Just the South America, how many players are they going to show in the World Cup, like apart from Vinicius or 1 or 2? Africa, nothing. Because all the big players are coming from Europe. So the Europeans think that they are using FIFA is using their product to sell the World Cup. So in that instance, they are very right. And then if the Europeans are going to boycott this, then it's going to affect we the Africans, because we need the money to develop our football, the grassroots, our various media, and then training and other stuff. It's going to affect we the Africans. But to the Europeans, it's not going to affect them, because 40 million is nothing. It's no money for the English FC, the French FC, like. It's no money for them. Like, when can I happen to how much they buy Apple? There's no money. So to them, like, Africa is using them to gain more money. But to Africans, like, it's going to affect us. So that's my stance.
All right, thank you so much, Kofi. We appreciate your thoughts. 05399696. Hi, where are you calling us from?
Hello.
Yeah, your name and where you calling us from, please.
Hello, my name is Nobo, and I'm calling from Lashi.
Your name is Nubo.
Nobo, Nobo.
Nobo. Okay, talk to me, bro.
So please, I want to find out the money. How do they disperse it? Does it come straight to GFA here? I want to find out, GFA in Ghana here, has they ever built a stadium for the country with such money before? And my last, I oppose that decision, because it will influence African games in the next World Cup that will be going. Without that decision, we don't see something as African teams. So that's my take on the discussion.
All right, thank you so much, Nobo. A few questions he asked. What if the GFA have used any money from FIFA to build a stadium? Per what I know, nope.
No, but Gabi, hold on. He said, okay, his question was stadium.
Stadium.
Okay. But if it comes to pitches, we can,
point to... There's some at Ghanaian Soccer Center.
Yeah, there's one in Wa.
Yeah, Win Congo. Is it a Win Congo one?
Yeah.
Technical Center.
Yeah.
But he says...
Astro
he says stadium.
Yeah, that's why I said stadium.
Because the stadium we have in this country are all national owned.
Yeah.
Is that for the state?
Managed by the NSA.
Okay.
And the NSA, per the structure, is supposed to be the mother body of all associations in Ghana. No one is bigger than the NSA.
Okay.
But Gabi, we're going on with why UEFA has 3 people on that particular list, and not one like everybody. If everybody one, UEFA alone 3. Now, in FIFA's own articles, Article 33 dictates this part. So if you want to read about it, we'll give you the sources as well. Article 33 of FIFA dictates this particular part. So it's part of FIFA's statutes, and that is where you find there's the historical bit, and then there's the proportional regional weight. Not numbers, so weight, the original weight.
Okay.
So the Brits are the ones who invented the game, true or not. So historically, they would lay claim to that. So there's always a Brit
Okay.
on that particular list.
Let's talk to our next caller. Hi, and then okay. Oh, we don't have a caller.
Okay.
Sorry. Proceed.
And then there is the regional weight aspect as well.
Okay.
That shows how powerful UEFA is in this whole business of FIFA. We are talking about all this because of the political nature of FIFA. Look, Infantino is a very smart politician. He has seen that this one has fallen into water. This has gone wrong in all bits. So earlier pull it out and then try and go back and repair damaged relationships.
Okay.
But will he be able to have that enough time to repair the damaged relationships? That's where it's going to come down to.
Okay. So with the member associations, right? Now they view him very differently.
Exactly.
Not on the same wavelength with where they think the football can get to.
Super. So for him currently, he should know that from this particular decision, there are 136 votes away from him.
I see.
Because the associations that responded, you put their numbers together and it supersedes those who did not talk.
Yes. Because UEFA alone 55.
Yes.
The next one was what? AFC, right?
Yes.
46.
Yeah.
That is 90 plus.
Hold on.
And then
UEFA is 55.
Yes, UEFA 55, and then the Asian Football Confederation 46.
And then CONCACAF.
And then CONCACAF 35. CONCACAF 35.
So that's
136. So
supersedes.
Yeah, so that's
136 exactly.
Yeah.
So supersedes,
and that's more than half of 211.
No, yeah. So 211, I think you need just a little over 100. Is it 105? 100.
Yeah, in that region.
In that region to just. But now you have more than half of the people against you.
Okay.
I don't know how he's going to do it because already UEFA were beginning to shake. UEFA were trying to put through the owner of Ligia. Ligia, I don't want to say Warsaw. Yes, Warsaw. Yeah, Ligia Warsaw.
Okay.
As one of the candidates to actually challenge him. And we know Ligia Warsaw is in Poland.
Yeah.
But he's been put forward by the likes of Germany, Spain, and then Sweden. So that's Dariusz Miłdowski.
I see.
He's one of the people that his name was being floated about during the World Cup season. But for now, I think it's becoming clear.
Okay.
His name might be there. I don't expect to see Sefrin in this race. I don't expect to see Sefrin in this race.
Okay. Just to add to the conversation. So, I mean, callers asking, the money is FIFA paid to the GFA. So the money is paid to the GFA, right? And then the GFA then pays government.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the updates regarding that. Do you have a caller, Daniel? Okay, we don't. At 3:30, we'll take a very quick break and then we would switch the conversation and talk some preseason games and results that have come. United, I mean, for the United folks, United have beaten Atletico Madrid by 2-1 in that preseason game. You can also call us on 054-996-996-0539 986-996. Sadi, let's wrap up on this conversation, yeah?
Yeah.
And then we'll go for a very quick break. If you're Infantino, what would you do from now to whenever the elections kick in, March 2027? Lay low?
No, that's not Infantino style.
What? Keep talking? Keep explaining yourself? I don't know.
For all intents and purposes, yeah. I think if Infantino wants to have a successful reign ever again as a FIFA president, he would need UEFA on his side.
How does he repair the relationship?
Number one would be to distance himself from his new best friend. But that is you see, Gabby, that is where the whole matter starts from.
You know, I asked you, how does he repair that? Because when I monitor what the reports are, right, from the foreign portals, and very influential figures, they are disappointed with Johnny, with the fact that the statement he releases, especially the last one, he doesn't look like a man who is backing down. I mean, the plan didn't work, but that zero absence of apologizing and say that, I mean, this plan is breaking that unity within the 211 member associations. Nothing like that from Johnny. That's what I'm saying. So I'm sure you find the other member associations or confederations are looking at him differently.
Gabby, you see, it's not all of them.
Yeah, not all of them.
It's not all.
So the three that came out too. So we still have certain member associations who would still love this and hoping that it works out.
Gabby, you and I are here. Yeah, you see, we are monitoring. Why are you doing this to me? But you see, we are monitoring international portals. But when we monitor continental portals, there's nothing coming out, because I tell you this, CAF as a body would still vote for Infantino today, tomorrow, whenever he starts.
I saw some reports that Uganda Football Federation and the Malawian Football Federation, Malawi, where they like the idea from the proposal from Gianni.
Gabi, who would not like?
Okay.
You have seen that. You know the funny part? There was going to be an initial 20 million when the thing goes through. Sorted.
So first off, go
to you don't want 20
and
million.
then another 20. Let me talk to my caller and then we'll go for a quick break. Hi, and then where are you calling us from?
Manuel Angelo calling from North Ghanaian.
Manuel Angelo.
Yeah, hi. So,
is it the Manuel Angelo I know, or it's
the same Manuel Angelo? I'm sorry, I haven't been able
to talk to me.
I haven't been feeling well.
Say what?
I haven't been feeling well too. I think you know that, but I'm just calling to share my opinion.
All right, please talk to us. Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole Gianni Infantino, I would say it's done that he's done through this whole year, and I think he's had the relevance of having decisions going for him. So if you go back to before the World Cup, he was able to overturn Ronaldo's ban. Even during the World Cup, he was able to turn Balogun's ban. And I think there's a sense within him that he felt that he was almost he had supreme control over everything that's been happening so far. And I think that this has been quite a shock to him, especially given the how he came with the proposal, almost in shock and almost in surprise. And then later on, when the decision came again, he had to retract from that. But in terms of how it affects him for the election going forward, I don't necessarily think that it might affect him. Because I think the reason why I brought up the earlier decision, because he's had the privilege of having some of the delegates in the future. I think that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he has the delegates. He has delegates who are loyal to him. He has the very similar process within the.
You still think that you still think that some quarters are with him on this?
Yeah, I think at least in order to get through the vote, he probably gets enough to get through. They didn't like this proposal, but I think there's a lot that he's done for other associations, which means that he probably gets to hold on to the mandate for a little bit longer. It's whether or not he decides to try anything else. And I think the reason people are finding this really shocking is because of how, even though it's come in shock, I think everything that's happened in the background is also visible to people. So if you look at, like you said, like his relationship with Donald Trump and how he promoted the World Cup side by side with him, even if you go back a year ago to the Club World Cup. And now it seems like the person who's leading the investment towards at least the back end of the privatization of the World Cup is Trump's son-in-law's brother-in-law, if I think right. So his son-in-law's brother-in-law. And even though it's not necessarily a direct connection in terms to relationship that people have worked with before, I think if you look at how the whole World Cup as itself was also being played up for the fans a bit. So you had the halftime break during the World Cup show, you had the break, the hydration breaks during the game. So much that was already being done visually to accommodate America hosting events. And I think a lot of people assume that that's because it's America. And just because it's probably one of the biggest capitalist countries in the world, probably the biggest if I'm being honest. they probably were going to have to make certain accommodations for themselves. But then once you look at it from the outside view, I think it was a little more cynical than that. And it wasn't necessarily just for America, but I think it's just a global overview of how if FIFA was going to leave this tournament to be run by private investment, how much more would have to be accommodated within the sport of football just to have to make up for that. Does that make sense? So obviously, I think maybe in terms of the next election, I think he still has enough power within FIFA to maintain that and to sustain that and to be able to get through that election. But I think there's going to be a closer eye on most of the decisions that he's going to be making, and whether or not they are truly in the interest of the game or whether they are just in the interest of Infantino himself.
Okay, Manuel, thank you so much for your time on the show today. We appreciate it. But just a quick update. It's actually breaking news from CONCACAF. It's a statement, right? CONCACAF and its 41 member associations welcome the withdrawal of the proposed FIFA Forward Enterprise, FFE. The Confederation also commends its 41 member associations and the wider football family for the courage and unity they have shown this week. At a moment that demanded principled leadership, our members stood together in defense of football's long-term interest and the principles of good governance. That unity has prevailed. CONCACAF would also like to acknowledge and commend the role of the media in bringing this issue out of the shadows into the light. The events of recent days have exposed something that cannot now be set aside. The future of the FIFA World Cup, the greatest asset in world football, was advanced outside every established governance framework without transparency, consultation, or due process. A proposal of this magnitude does not reach that stage by accident. It's a lengthy one, actually, statement, but I'll just put out the most important bit of the statement, and that is coming from a tweet from the journalist who broke the story.
Who started it? Yeah, the man who started it.
Martin Ziegler. He broke the story on July 28th. So that's the latest update regarding what has happened in the last few days. I call it the 5 dramatic days.
No, but
that has shook Infantino and world football.
The highlight before we go for the break is CONCACAF would like to acknowledge and commend the role of the media in bringing this issue out of the shadows into the light. The same media being condemned some days ago. The same media that is occasionally, constantly being blamed, hands pointed at for certain things. It's the same media being applauded today. I rest my case.
Okay, let's go for a very quick break. When we come back, we'll talk some club football right here on the Republic of Football 97.3. I'm Gabi Ofe here with Sedina Edmond. Technical support from Daniel Squash, Edwin Kwakofi, behind all the updates on YouTube. Stay with us. We'll be back after this. So pre-season,
let's go.
Because in the next couple of days, full action, full active. Yeah, clubs will go at it again. But let me just run you through a few of the updates that have come in. Everton, as we speak, they have agreed a 7 million deal to sign Christian Norgard from Arsenal, according to the Athletic, who are reporting that the 32-year-old will reportedly have a Toffees medical next week, as David Moyes' side look to replace Idrissa Gana Gueye after his exit last week following the expiration of his contract. Let me see if I can pick up some more transfer stories. Okay, Roberto De Zerbi, he is coy on Cristian Romero's exit. Let's see. World Cup runners-up with Argentina, Cristian Romero. Which other transfer stories can we look at? Xabi Alonso has also spoken about Mikhailo Mudrik's return to Chelsea. Okay, let's talk about Yan Diomande. He is not traveling with Leipzig due to illness. Leipzig would go to Austria for their pre-season camp later today. Diomande is on the radar of Madrid. Yeah. For Bournemouth, they have completed a signing of Antonio Silva from Benfica in a deal worth up to £25.7 million.
It's don't call me time. Medasi.
Yeah, we are selling players. Let me see who again. I said, why are you laughing like that? Charlie, I'm busy this whole player. You laugh. United, Chelsea, are they in the mix? Okay, Liverpool, are they in there? It's actually been a very not too busy transfer market. Yeah, but it is what it is.
That's it. Just don't call me time.
But it's actually 1 month to go, right? I'm talking about the Premier League.
Call me time.
Yeah, so there's a lot that will take place. For Arsenal, they have bulk of their businesses still to do after bringing in Christos Zolis for £34 million as Leandro Trossard's replacement and Ilan Messi as their third choice goalkeeper on a free transfer after his departure to Leeds United. So that's what is going on with Arsenal. That's some bit of update for the transfer market. In terms of the preseason games that happened, so we'll just match the two, the preseason games and the transfer market. Let me see if I can run through some of the games. Yeah, you can also send us your thoughts on 05499696 0539 Bayer Leverkusen early today, they beat Essen, a team from Germany, by 3 goals to 0. Chelsea lost to Spurs by 2 goals to 1. United, they beat Atletico Madrid by 2 goals to 1. Brighton beat Strasbourg by 4 goals to 3. There is I'm picking the games here because there are lots of games that took place today. Some are still ongoing as we speak. Aston Villa beat Liga 1 All Stars by 3 goals to 1 in that pre-season game. Like I said, a lot of games are still going. Breda, plenty of the games, teams are beginning to warm up and fine-tune their squad ahead of the start of the new season. Citi, let me bring you into the conversation. I'm sure you want to start off with the transfer convo. Just your initial thoughts on what you've been picking up so far. It's still a quiet transfer, right?
No, not really.
Not really.
A lot of deals are going on. Yeah, not really.
Okay,
really
when quiet, so like more like big name involvement in the end. Or you still disagree with me on that one too?
Oh no. Now there are so many names, and the media can make an unknown player look good. and look very tasty to any team. Trust me. Yeah. So just because of that dilution, it's not that they are not big names.
Okay.
Yeah. And I feel that the big name movements normally happen very close to the
end of the season,
or the
save all the juice for
the end of the transfer window, or just the start.
Yeah, the end of the transfer. Okay. Save all the juice for the last time.
Yeah. So we know that as it stands, the Welbeck there, it will happen for.
Oh, Welbeck will happen for Chelsea.
Oh, it will.
How about what's the name? Henderson.
That one too will happen. It will happen.
But what?
But you see, Chelsea
is this coming from Xabi Alonso?
That is where the matter is. So you see, Chelsea needs experienced heads, but at this time they are signing retirees.
That's where I don't understand.
No, but some of the signings, the old Duade signings,
quote unquote,
quote unquote, makes a lot of movement sense. But some.
So which one makes sense for you?
Not for me. I'll put it down. I'll ask you this question. I give you Delap and I give you Welbeck.
I take Welbeck all day.
It's okay. That answers the question.
Okay.
You see, that answers the question.
So what? Welbeck would be João Pedro's.
And Welbeck and João Pedro have played together, and we know how devastating that kind of combination was.
Welbeck in the last season where Brighton did double figures.
João Pedro did. In his first season, did double figures. So that would work out for them. But you see, Henderson, this midfield.
Has he got the legs?
That is where I'm coming to. Like,
he played 0 minutes at the World Cup.
No. He played. I think 6.
6 minutes.
Yeah, and broke his.
It's 6. You can still say 0 minutes.
He played 6 and broke his wrist. Yeah.
So you like that transfer?
No.
You don't call me that.
No.
But you don't call me the Welbeck one.
The Welbeck one, I don't call me.
Okay.
But for there are some other teams too that we need to don't call me players from. Yeah.
Okay. Let's finish with Chelsea. Who again do I want to talk about Chelsea?
Oh, for Chelsea.
What do you make of Palestra?
Palestra is a good player. Last season, he was voted as the best defender in the whole of the Serie A.
Okay.
That should tell you how good of a player he is. He comes with a different vibe, and he will offer something different for Chelsea on whichever side they choose to play, whether left or right.
So today I watched the Spurs game. He was played on the right.
Yeah.
But he's ambipedal.
Yeah. He can play on both.
I see. As a point, I got lost. I thought he was a left back.
No.
Being played in the right. I've not watched him a lot.
Oh,
I must say. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I'm asking you about. So he's a good signing. So Chelsea fans should be hopeful. Eh?
Chelsea should be hopeful.
Have they got a new Cesar Azpilicueta?
No, he's what I can tell them is he's a little step up from Malo Gusto.
A little step up.
Yeah,
How old is he?
I need to find his age.
But
he's extremely young as well.
Okay.
He's extremely young, but he's a step up from
on
Gusto.
Malo.
Yeah.
So are you saying,
would you vote for Gusto to be defender of the year? But look at the Italian Serie A. He was the defender of.
So are you saying he's taking that position? Gusto now is Palestra's deputy.
Gusto is for sale from what I gather. If you bring them right money, Chelsea say everybody is up for sale. By the way, nobody's untouchable. That's what they always say.
Nobody's untouchable. Okay. So Chelsea played a game today. They lost, right?
Look,
but it's preseason. I mean,
no. Oh no.
We should cross the dots and.
Let me say this. So personally, when I watch preseason games, I love to watch it because it tells me a lot about the teams going into the season. And it tells me how serious some players are also going into the season. So when I watch preseason games, I'm largely looking out for not the result, but performances and how people are literally linking up and moving around with each other on the pitch. That's what I am really looking out for.
Mm-hmm.
And you want us to talk about the Spurs Chelsea game
real quick? So because of time, so
quickly. So
because you have to talk about Maxence Lacroix,
okay,
and Pep Chavara as the left back who Chelsea are looking out to.
They should get him if they really want to compete.
Who, Pep?
Yeah.
Okay.
But for just quickly to talk about this Spurs Chelsea game, it will end me up talking about some of the signings from Spurs as well. Look, Tottenham Hotspur would come into this league and may cause a lot of injuries to other teams' players.
Why? They are coming to break people's leg.
Bosu.
What are you saying? Are you saying Roberto De Zerbi is bringing?
Look, they are going to be one of the.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
They put in a tackle against what's his name, Levi Cole.
Oh no!
And then João Pedro took one at the other side of the pitch.
Oh, there was Fofana.
Yeah.
There was Usego.
Mm-hmm.
Usego's was what Abeku called clean. Gallagher swept him clean, like the whole human being was rotating in the air. That kind of stuff. But I feel very, very strong performance from Spurs. Very, very compact. The second goal for Spurs, I would say it was a moment goal. There was no much big thought into it compared to their first goal. Their first goal was really, really worked well. They really worked Chelsea for that goal. That particular goal, that first goal, the ball broke on the far side. You had Tonali with the ball. He plays it out wide. Then now takes his time, moves into the space that was left by the Chelsea players who were just moving with the swing of the ball at that moment. Ball comes back. As a cutback, he just hit that ball brilliantly. Goalkeeper for Chelsea was stuck, and then the ball goes in. That was a brilliant first goal. But for their second goal, they had Tremantin, who is a player for Spurs, one of their youngsters. He pulled up.
Tremantin is Ghanaian.
Yeah, he's Ghanaian.
I see.
Yeah,
I saw another Ghanaian today playing for City, Mark Edu or something like that.
Yeah, the Ghanaians chow for the UK there. That's why the FA go there, then they go do for I call it meet the diasporans.
Okay.
Yeah, that's meet the diasporans. They went to have a little meet and greet with the Ghanaian players there. They are plenty. Anyways, now that whole moment, it was almost 90. So the Chelsea players had tuned their mind they were going to play penalty. Tremantin is off, ball gets thrown into play. Chelsea lose the ball. Chelsea are sleeping because their captain at that point is Tosin Aderabioyo. And then they are looking for offside in this era where there's no VAR watching the preseason, and they get beaten. But all in all, good performance from the first Chelsea team before the match replacement. Excellent performance from the Spurs team because the likes of Tonali really lasted that game, and really Tonali put in a shift, and you'd understand why they went in for a Tonali. And now you begin to see the kind of combinations De Zerbi wants to put up in his midfield. He has now the option to go for a Gallagher, and Gallagher now needs to actually impress on De Zerbi to try and keep him in the starting lineup because we got a Fernandes also
waiting.
It's all up in the air still in that part of midfield for Spurs. So very, very good performance from Spurs. But for Chelsea, they still have a lot of work to do. Very, very good performance from them as well. When they were in the mood, you get a lot of the one touches. And this is a Chelsea team that the Chelsea fans will say, oh, some of their players were not around. Then again, some of the players for Spurs also were not around. So it's just that balance. Very good outing for both teams. Very good workout for them.
Okay. More to Chelsea. So Alonso has brought in Maxence Lacroix, centre back, to take Chelsea up to 10 players in that position.
Yeah.
But he wants to cut that number down to 5, according to reports. So he's looking at Trevor Chalobah, Axel Disasi, and Benoit Badiashile.
Yeah, so let's mention their names and then I'll tell you what I know.
So Chalobah.
Chalobah Como, should have been done by now.
Yeah.
35 million should have been done by now. It really should have been done by now. Chelsea really want to milk the most out of this deal, but the earlier they get it done, the better for them, because Como could walk away. But they need to get this deal done. So Chalobah, Como should have been done long ago, but they are dilly-dallying. Chelsea just want
more
more
money
from the deal, but Como looking like they might pay what Chelsea want, 35.
Okay.
Now you mentioned
Disasi.
Disasi is also being stubborn with Chelsea a bit, but he'll get moved on. If he doesn't, he'll get loaned to one of the possible newcomers in the league.
Okay.
But you mentioned
how about Benoit Badiashile?
I think Badiashile might move to Napoli.
Yeah, I saw that updates too.
But with that, Chelsea again want a permanent transfer
for Badiashile.
Yeah, but Napoli want to do a loan.
Okay.
So the longer that goes on, the more they'll find a middle ground.
Okay. In left back, they've got, should I say, a gap to fill, but they're looking at Pep Chavaria to fill Kukureya's departure.
Do they have a gap to fill? Gerard Hato was brought possibly
he
to play.
He played a game today.
As a
but what's Hato's natural position? He's a centre back, right?
So left centre back.
Left centre back.
That's where he largely played.
Who plays as a left back too?
Yeah, so left centre back. That's what you know. Chelsea actually played that particular game today with 3 centre backs throughout.
Yeah.
Because when they took out Hato, they brought in Ansimino. Yeah, so there's that mixed there. For Ansimino, he might go out on a loan. Might, but I for Chelsea fans should pray that he stays around though.
Okay.
And rather Josh Echampong goes out on loan. Yeah.
Final one on Chelsea. How are you embracing Mikhail Mudryk?
The way you're asking the question, you're asking as if I'm from Chelsea.
But you're Chelsea insider.
No, hey, right now that's my name.
How are you embracing Mikhail Mudryk? It's good to see Misha back.
Wow. It's been a difficult journey for him, and I think for Chelsea have worked hard to make this happen. He's one of their most expensive signings under this Bluco administration, and he now needs to repay that faith that was kept in him. Chelsea could have just truncated everything, but they chose to stay by him. So I really believe that he needs to show up and do a lot more. Okay. Now this puts a lot of things on that particular side of the pitch into the air.
That's the left side. The left side of Chelsea's attack.
Exactly.
So Garnacho is gone. They've got Gittins. Mudryk in the fray.
Yeah.
Who again?
117. Morgan.
Oh, Morgan Rogers. Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie.
So there's that for Chelsea to think about, but I wish we could just touch on Liverpool as well.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah,
for them.
So please don't call me Chelsea.
1 minute.
Don't call me Chelsea.
No, but
insider.
you're a Chelsea proper insider.
No,
you've got all the juice and all the details.
I've got juice on all other clubs. So
yeah, I know, but Chelsea have more juices.
More on Liverpool this season.
Okay, you talk to me.
Liverpool really are looking to do that Barcola deal, but you'd ask yourself, is that what Liverpool want? With that particular deal, Liverpool will be overloading their left-hand side. Liverpool should not forget that there's no Mo Salah this season. So their major concern should actually be focused on filling that Mo Salah slot.
Okay.
Slot is no longer their coach, but that is the slot they need to fill. And there are options that they could go for, but if they don't really move quickly, those options may go away from them. So Liverpool need that, and Liverpool also need to sort out their defensive midfield position. Liverpool have welcomed back Tsimikas, and Kerkes might be the ones playing on that left-hand side for Liverpool in terms of defense. Is that enough? That's the question. Jeremy Jacquet injured, but we'll see what happens of him.
Okay.
And please, I want to just allay some fears that people had over this week concerning Liverpool. There was a little
captaincy role.
Bosu, look. The individuals involved alone
Mm-hmm.
is the reason why I brushed the matter aside. Curtis Jones. Please, Curtis Jones, where are you going to be playing in this team? Unless you are going to be playing out wide on the right-hand side. Well, Curtis Jones. With Soboslai over Amban. Then Timikas joining, throwing Amban away. I'm here, a Ghanaian. I'm thinking, I thought we're only going to be doing this, and we've only seen this somewhere in one of our national teams before, but I didn't know that club size were going to do this.
Catch is over time.
Well,
oh,
Sedi,
it's don't come time.
Thank you for that singing Ketch's voice.
It's don't come time.
I've seen a message asking me of Citi's updates on when it comes to transfer. So Citi's window is actually in danger of becoming bittersweet because not seeing so much action in terms of looking for a young striker. They are looking at Bournemouth's early junior Krupi, but Bournemouth say that he's not on for sale. Yeah, so that's just a quick update. I mean, we can't really delve deeper because of time.
Leave Krupi alone for one more season. Okay. I see Liverpool also looking at Ryan from Bournemouth, likely for that Salah role.
Yeah.
Look, Bournemouth don't want to sell, so they'll quote exorbitant prices.
Okay. Last one on United. Midfield, they're looking at Romans Manu Kone, Brighton's Carlos Baleba, and then Bournemouth's Tyler Adams. They are a number of midfield options being considered. All right, let's take the show home. Thank you so much for joining us. 97.3. This is just a brief update on the transfer update. Here at Citi College, hashtag don't call me. Yeah, we're selling players, moving on players.
Catch is don't call me time.
All right. Well, for the show, it's back same time next week, 3 to 4 p.m. Many thanks to all of you who texted into the show, called into the show. Big thanks to Edwin Kwakofi, the man behind all the YouTube hard work. Technical support from Daniel Squashy. Then I did this with my guy in studio here, sitting I'm Edmond. I'm Gabi Affair. Enjoy the rest of your day. Just a quick update before I go from the Qatar Football Association. They say we welcome FIFA President Gianni Infantino's decision to withdraw the FIFA Forward Enterprise proposal in the interest of the global football community. While the proposal had merit, we applaud the wisdom behind prioritizing unity among member associations. Okay, so the updates are now from the member associations are dropping. We'll be keeping you up to speed. For more, you can head to citisportsonline.com to read some more stories. And also, if you're looking out for us on X Citi Sports Ghana. I'm Gabi Affair. My handle is Gabi Milito 7. For Sedi, it's Sedi Namedmont. Thank you so much. Sedi Eddie on X. Sedi Eddie, you find him on X. He puts out the very nice transfer updates. Go there. He is Ghana's. Okay, you know me end it here. Bye bye.